Alright, so, hello. Today, I'm going to be making a bit of a different video again. Um, Instead of, I guess, actual Dragon Ball Legends content, I'm going to be reading through the new Legends Limited Super Saiyan Goku kit on the website, and I'm going to be giving my brief thoughts on it. Since of course I am not super, I guess, knowledgeable about what's good, what's bad, or what's terrible, what's great, and everything regarding kits, but I think I know most basic things, or I can understand most basic things. So, I guess without further ado, let's just get right into it. I would, I guess, wait for his data download to drop tonight, but I don't have time for that, so I'm just going to review his kit right now, and I will go ahead and post a summon video for him tomorrow on Wednesday. So let's just get right into it. So, Legends Limited Super Saiyan Goku abilities. This content is still under development and is subject to change. Please check in-game after this character has been added. The mighty Legends Limited Super Saiyan Goku, whose unique gauge rapidly charges as you charge ki, joins the fight. So I also saw a bit, I guess Goresh, I'm probably saying his name wrong, Goresh, talk about this briefly on Twitter, saying that this wording right here, rapidly charges as you charge ki, is similar to the unique gauge of another character. I think it was an Ultra. Either way, I'm gonna assume that it probably charges, probably, I'm wondering, I guess, if you can, actually, no, never mind. It charges, I guess, whenever you actually charge ki, like hold down on the screen and charge ki. It doesn't, I guess, just automatically fill up, because then it would use the wording automatically. When the unique gauge is full, various effects will activate up to a certain number of times, including an increased damage inflicted, abnormal condition and attribute downgrade cancellation, ki and health restoration, and more. Plus, activating a special move or ultimate arts while the unique gauge is full will power up the resulting effects, for example. So I guess it's kind of going to be similar to Beast Gohan's unique gauge, I guess, where it'll fill up completely, but it will only reset back to 0 once you use one of these to gain special effects, I assume. Because it says activating a special move or ultimate arts while the unique gauge is full will power up the resulting effects. So that means it has to be full, and then you have to use another card to actually activate it, I guess. Not use a special move or ultimate to fill up the unique gauge. Special draws a Strike Arts card next, and plus 100% to the next Strike Arts damage inflicted on hit. Increases Arts card draw speed for a limited time, and nullifies the enemy's special cover changes. What I'm really interested in is this plus 100% to the next Strike Arts damage inflicted. I'm really interested in that one. I think, and of course the card draw speed is great as well. It also says for a limited time, so I guess it'll probably be for like 10-15 timer counts, I'm gonna assume. Special move restores health while reducing enemy ki by 100 and enemy Dragon Balls by 1. This is super disruptive, because dude, enemy ki, reducing their ki by 100, like even if they have a full bar, it's just gonna disappear instantly. And of course they won't have a chance to even rush immediately. So that's honestly huge. I'm kind of, if they would have added like reduces card draw speed or reduces their ki recovery by like 50% or whatever for the next like 5 timer counts, which they might, who knows. If they added that in there, that would have been insanely disruptive, in my opinion. Ultimate inflicts all enemies with no switching and nullifies the enemy's endurance effects. Inflicts all enemies with no switching and nullifies the enemy's endurance effects. That's it's basic, to be fair. I mean, I guess this one, I guess it'll just naturally nullify the endurance effects, but of course if you use it while the unique gauge is full, then it says no switching. The unique gauge will be charged by 50% from the start of battle, so you can max it out in no time, plus Goku restores health, reduces enemy ki, and more when hit by an enemy's arts attack, so this character's abilities are sure to prove useful all throughout the battle. So grab Super Saiyan Goku and use the unique gauge to get some significant firepower that you can use to deal huge damage to your opponents. Element Blue, I think a lot of people also figured that out. I also saw a lot of people on Twitter talking about it, saying that this is basically going to be a Ultra Vegito Blue killer. Hard to tell. Very well could be, but of course, Ultra Vegito Blue's type nullification on Rush and on Green Card are still going to be very clutch. So I think it's not gonna push him out of the meta, but it'll definitely reduce some players that use him. It's pretty good that he just does all of this automatically as soon as he gets hit with enemies' attacks. Moving on, main ability. This ability will destroy a card and draw an ultimate arts card to replace it, allowing you to easily pull off an ultimate during a combo, plus activating the main ability after the unique gauge has already been filled once, will charge it by 50%, making it easier to fill up again. That's really good. That's really nice, actually. Yeah, that's pretty nice, because yeah, you can fill it up to 100%, then just like use it with a green card, blue card, or ultimate. Well, preferably green card or blue card, and then once it goes back to 0, resets back up to 0, or back down to 0, you can just pop your main immediately and start at it again. Randomly destroys one of your own cards and draws the ultimate arts card Super Kamehameha Burst next. Restores own vanishing gauge by 100%, huge. Restores own health by 30% and ki by 50%, also great. Cancels enemies' attribute upgrades and buff effects. That's solid. Also charges own unique gauge by 50% if it has been filled at least once. Requirements: 25 time accounts must elapse. I think that's fair. Yeah. I don't think any of this is too overpowered. Yeah. I don't think so. Z ability. Z ability 1, so basic, like 3 stars. Plus 22% to tag Saiyan base strike attack and defense during battle. Not bad. I think it is needed, especially because it says strike attack and strike defense. So yeah, strike defense is good. Plus 26% to tag Saiyan or episode Frieza Saga Z base strike attack and defense during battle. Z ability 3, plus 30% to tag Saiyan, episode Frieza Saga Z, or tag Sun Family base strike attack and defense, plus 15% to episode Frieza Saga Z base blast attack during battle. So it definitely gets a whole lot better after Z ability 3. And Z ability 4, plus 38% to tag Saiyan, episode Frieza Saga Z, or tag Sun Family base strike attack and defense, and plus 18% to episode Frieza Saga Z base blast attack during battle. Pretty good, pretty good Z ability. Strike, press opponents without fear of incoming boss attacks using Goku's blast armor. So it does have blast armor. That's good. Because yeah, it would be pretty dumb to just throw out this Goku without blast armor. Excuse me. Normal blast. Special move. blue card. Activate this powerful special move arts when the unique gauge is full to restore own health. It'll also reduce the enemy's Dragon Balls by 1 and their ki by 100, so it can continue to suppress your opponent's movements even after the attack has finished. Deals massive impact damage. Alright. Blast Armor when charging forward. If unique gauge is full, resets own unique gauge to 0 and the following effects occur upon activation. Restores own health by 15%, plus 50% to special move damage inflicted for 3 timer counts. Reduces enemy ki by 100 and reduces enemy Dragon Balls by 1. Restores own unique gauge by 50% on hit if there is a defeated battle member. If unique gauge is not full, the following effects occur upon activation, plus 30% to special move damage inflicted for 3 timer counts, and reduces enemy ki by 30. Yeah, you definitely want to be using this when the unique gauge is full, because comparing all of these effects, I guess, after this, comparing all of these effects to just this is insane. It's dumb. Just do not use it while the unique gauge is not full. You definitely want to use it while the unique gauge is full. Restoring the health by 50%, that's valid, that's fair, I think. That's it's not broken or insanely OP. And yeah, everything else, yeah, that's fair. What's really disruptive is, of course, the ki and Dragon Balls, because yeah, you know, they have to either PV, or they have to either vanish an attack, or they have to charge ki. So, but yeah, because they can't even rush. Special. This powerful special arts will increase arts card draw speed and nullify enemy special cover changes for a set amount of time. Plus, it can be followed up by a strike, blast, special move, or even ultimate arts, which can make for some serious combos. If used when the unique gauge is full, this special arts will also draw a strike arts card and increase the duration of the arts card draw speed and the special cover change nullification effects. Interesting. Comboable arts, everything. Which is honestly, that's great. I love when they allow us to combo a green card with virtually anything. It does make it a bit unbalanced, but it's definitely OP. And just a whole lot easier to use and just overall fun. If unique gauge is full, resets own unique gauge to 0 and applies the following effects to self upon activation. Restores ki by 50 and plus 30% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. Resets own unique gauge to 0 and applies the following effects to self upon activation. Restores own 50%. Yeah, not bad. Especially, I think the best part is just the restoring ki. This, I guess, isn't terrible, especially if you already have like some other like stacked damage inflicted. Applies the following effects to self on hit. Draw a strike arts card next. Increases arts card draw speed by 1 level for 10 timer counts. What I said, 10 timer counts. Plus 100% to the next strike arts damage inflicted. Plus 100%, yeah. Applies buff effect, nullifies enemy special actions that activate when changing cover for 10 timer counts. Again, I called it 10 timer counts. Also restores own unique gauge by 50% if there is a defeated battle member. So what I'm hearing is also that you only want to, I guess, use the green card and blue card and everything else to restore your unique gauge when you already have a defeated battle member. So you definitely don't want to sack him off like early on in the match. You definitely want to leave him like as second man standing and have like someone else as a last man standing. Because you also definitely kind of don't want to have him as the last man. I don't think so. Although he is good, so I guess you possibly do, especially because of that green card as well, comboable with everything. You don't have to worry about like, you know, not having cover change or not being able to do other stuff, you know. If unique gauge is not full, applies the following effects to self upon activation. Restores ki by 30, plus 20% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. Applies the following effects to self upon hit. Increases arts card draw speed by 1 level for 5 timer counts, halves it, or cuts it in half, plus 30% of the next strike arts damage inflicted. Applies buff effect, nullify cover for 5 timer counts. It basically halves everything. And then just literally turns this from 100 to a 30. So yeah, again, you definitely want to be using it after when the unique gauge is full, because you'd be wasting so much if the unique gauge is not full. Ultimate. This fearsome ultimate arts will inflict all enemies with no switching if the unique gauge is full. Plus so only if the unique gauge is full is when it will say no switching. Plus the increase to ultimate damage minus 100% to sustain damage cut effects, nullifying of endurance effects, and more are guaranteed to put some serious pressure on your opponent. Minus 100% to sustain damage cut. That's very good, I think. It might need it. It might need a little more on certain units, because I think some units probably have like minus 150% to or 150% to like sustain damage cut. I'm not too sure though. Again, I don't remember every single kit, so. But yeah, I think that sounds solid. I think. Either way, definitely not bad. It's just it's either pretty good or amazing. But I'm pretty sure minus 100% is very solid, so it's very good. Deals massive impact damage. Blast armor when charging forward. If unique gauge is full, resets own unique gauge to 0, and the following effects occur upon activation. Plus 40% to ultimate damage inflicted for 3 timer counts. That's quite a lot. Applies attribute upgrade minus 100% to enemies' sustained damage cut effects to self for 3 timer counts. Nullifies enemies, restores health when it reaches 0 effects when this character attacks for 3 timer counts. Inflicts all enemies with no switching for 3 timer counts. Restores 1 unique gauge by 50% on hit if there is a defeated battle member. If unique gauge is not full, applies the following effects to self upon activation, plus 30% to ultimate damage inflicted, so 10% less. Minus 50% only to enemies sustained damage cut, and still nullifies endurance. Alright. Yeah, there's still quite a bit. Alright. Unique ability 1. An immediate plus 50% charge to the unique gauge at the start of battle makes it easier to fill up. Plus, drawing an arts card and decreasing strike and blast arts cost when Goku enters the battlefield, as well as restoring ki activates once, activation count resets after characters switch. Every time you land a strike or blast arts hit means that this ability makes stringing together combos a breeze. Immediately take the offensive when the battle starts or when switching to this character. Interesting. So whenever you enter the battlefield with this guy, you draw an arts card immediately, and it decreases the key cost of strike and blasts. And he also restores ki. Yeah, he also restores ki. Plus 20% the damage inflicted against tag Lineage of Evil. Alright. I mean, yeah, that's fair, because it also kind of works as a counter for Goku and Frieza, I think. Because I think they have the Lineage of Evil tag. Applies the following effects to self when battle starts. Charges unique gauge by 50%. Excuse me. Plus 90% to damage inflicted. That's pretty good, I think, because we also get a lot of other damage inflicted buffs. Cannot be cancelled. Reduces damage received by 70%. Cannot be cancelled. Plus 60% to ki recovery. That's pretty good. That's gonna allow for. That's not only gonna allow us to. That is not only going to allow us to charge, I think, the unique gauge faster, but again, it's just gonna let us string combos together insanely easy. And increases arts card draw speed by 1 level. Cannot be cancelled. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield, plus 70% to damage inflicted, cannot be cancelled. Cannot be cancelled and cannot be stacked. Okay. That's plus 70 and plus 20. After this, I'm gonna go ahead and check how much like total damage inflicted you can get, like, I guess quote unquote stacked. Randomly draws one new card when you have 3 or fewer cards. That's also huge because then, yeah, you have a full hand immediately as soon as you switch in, so you don't have to worry about, oh, I have to try and wait out a few cards. Minus 5% to strike arts cost, minus 10% to blast arts cost, that's fair. Applies the following effects to self upon landing a strike or blast arts hit, applies the following effects to self upon landing a strike or blast arts hit. Restores ki by 40, activates once. So you probably want to use him, you literally just want to make him a second in everything. Because again, you don't even want to start the battle off with him either. Because take in mind, this only activates once. You don't want to have 100 ki and use like, and use like 14 ki on a strike arts card just to waste that 40 ki recovery. Activation count resets after character switching. Oh, okay. Activation count resets after... I think... Either way, I would still suggest you don't start off the battle with him. Just because, again, you kind of don't want to waste this. But it seems like, yeah, you definitely kind of want to start a combo with somebody else. And then, by the time you're running not just low on ki, but also low on cards, you want to switch into this guy just to immediately draw one card and immediately get that 40 ki back. I think when it says like this, I assume it means like the restores ki by 40 as well. So I assume you just get 40 ki whenever you first switch in, which makes him really OP because then, yeah, you don't ever have to worry about like your combos getting interrupted or whatever. As long as you don't have to worry about cover change, I guess. But then just be smart and try and drop combos when you think it's necessary. Activation count, plus 10% to damage inflicted for 10 timer counts. Restores Vanishing Gauge by 10%. And minus 5 to special move arts cost for 10 timer counts. This is pretty good. Restores Vanishing Gauge by 10%. That's not bad. Plus 10% to damage inflicted for 10 timer counts. Minus 5 to special move arts cost. Yeah, that's really, honestly, a very, very solid as well. Pretty good. Unique ability 2. Goku has a special cover change against strike arts. And that's not all. This character's greatest strength is a unique gauge that rapidly charges according to own ki charge time. So again, yeah, you're getting like, plus 60% to ki recovery here. That's going to make it faster for the unique gauge to charge because it says according to own ki charge time. So if your ki is charging slower, your unique gauge is going to charge slower. If it's charging faster, then the unique gauge is also going to charge faster. When the unique gauge is full, it will restore health and ki, increase special move and ultimate damage inflicted, cancel normal conditions and attribute downgrades, and more. Plus, there's also a one-time effect to draw a special arts card, which can display some immense power if it's used when the unique gauge is full. What's more, with this amazing ability, you'll even recover health when hit by an enemy's arts attack and reduce their ki. You'll even recover health when hit by an enemy's arts attack and reduce their ki. Well, yeah. Knocks enemy back to long range if a cover change is performed against their strike arts attack. Combo of arts, blue card. Rapidly charges own unique gauge according to ki charge time while this character is on the battlefield. Applies the following effects to self once unique gauge is full. Draw a special arts card next. Well, again, we're just gonna have to wait and see how it works, but yeah, it says applies the following effects to self once unique gauge is full, draw a special arts card next. That means I guess I was wrong you can probably just charge the unique gauge, but it'll reset back to 0 once it's full anyways. Activation count resets only once when one allied character is defeated. So basically you draw, I think you draw 2 blue cards. I think. Because it says right here, draw a special arts card next, activates once, activation count resets only once when one allied character is defeated. So basically, yeah, you charge the unique gauge up when your entire team is alive, you draw a blue card. And if one of your characters dies or gets knocked out, then you if you charge the unique gauge again, then you'll draw another blue card. Randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer cards, restores health by 15%, activates 5 times. Damn. Yeah, activates 5 times. Restores own ki by 40, plus 50% to damage inflicted, cannot be cancelled, activates 3 times, plus 10% to special move damage inflicted, cannot be cancelled, activates 3 times, plus 10% to ultimate damage inflicted, cannot be cancelled, activates 3 times, plus 20% to ki recovery, cannot be cancelled, activates 3 times as well. Cancels abnormal conditions and attribute downgrade. So I guess possibly by the 3rd time you fill up the unique gauge, it just disappears or stops resetting back to 0. Possibly. Because it only says activates 3 times. Either that or, you still get buffs and certain effects. When you do fill up the unique gauge, you're just not going to get 20% to ki recovery, 10% to special damage, to ultimate damage inflicted, to special move damage inflicted, all that stuff. Cancels abnormal conditions and attribute downgrades as well. The following effects occur when hit by an enemy's arts attack while this character is on the battlefield. Plus 20% to damage inflicted for 10 timer counts, restores own health by 5%, activates 5 times. Activation count resets only once when one allied character is defeated. Reduces enemy ki by 20. So basically this can go for 10 times. You can restore health by 5%, 10 times, technically. First, when an allied character is still alive, or it hasn't been defeated yet, and then another 5 times when an allied character has been defeated. Reduces enemy ki by 20, activates 5 times as well, and activation count resets only once when one allied character is defeated. Overall, he sounds he sounds really tanky and really powerful, honestly. Because again, he's doing a lot. He's healing himself up constantly. He's disrupting the enemy by reducing their ki, increasing arts cost, I think it said as well. So yeah. He's pretty good. Again, I guess a lot of people don't need me to tell them this, since they've probably already been on Twitter and everything. This guy's good. This guy's definitely good. Again, I don't think he's gonna push Ultra Vegito Blue out of the meta completely. I don't think anybody thinks that, but it's definitely the number of Ultra Vegito Blue users is definitely gonna decrease after this guy. Cause yeah, he's very good. He's great. I guess on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give him an 8. I think an 8 or a 7, but I feel like 7 is too low. I think an 8 is definitely fine. So yeah, I would definitely suggest summoning for him. I'm gonna go ahead and try and find out how much damage inflicted how much damage inflicted you can stack. Give me a quick second. Alright, so I think after doing some quick maths, I think the total the total damage inflicted percentage that you can get normally, without any timer counts elapsing, or only for plus 30% to damage for X amount of time counts, just base raw damage inflicted is like 205% damage inflicted. Now, taking into consideration the like if unique gauge is full type stuff, like all of this and all that stuff, I think it's a total of like 365 or 265 excuse me, I think it's a total of 265% to damage inflicted, like taking into consideration, you know, if unique gauge is full, then you get plus 30 to damage inflicted, plus 30% to damage inflicted for 10 to 15 time accounts, all that stuff. But yes, like I said, I think it's a total of 265 if I checked everything correctly. But yeah, that's it. Let me know what you guys think about this guy's kit, whether or not you're going to be summoning for him, and yeah, that's basically it. I know I'm gonna be summoning for him. I'm gonna record the summons Wednesday, a few hours after his release, and I will post them probably about a day or 24 hours, around 24 hours after he releases. So that's it for today. Thank you for anybody that stuck around to the end, and I will see you all. Actually, I almost forgot. Have an absolutely amazing day, and I will see you all in the next one.